welcome listeners to the Adeptus Terra podcast, the podcast where bolters roar, heresy burns, and the galaxy is forever on the brink of annihilation. Whether you're a battle-hardened veteran of the Long War or a fresh recruit just stepping onto the battlefield, this is your place for all things Warhammer 40k and the Horus Heresy. Each episode we dive into the lore, the tabletop, factions, and the endless conflicts that define the 41st millennium, from the God Emperor's Imperium to the darkest horrors of the war. So steel your resolve, check your dice, and prepare for war. Hello and welcome to Season 4, Episode 6 of the Adeptus Terra podcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Neil.
And here we are again. What can you expect from this month's episode? So we have our general welcoming, our general what we've been up to, and then we have a lore spotlight for this episode looking at the Adeptus Astra Telepathica. So that's the recruitment, we'll call it recruitment, kidnapping, more like, training and supplying of psychers, astropaths, and more. So we'll hear more about those in a bit. But first, before we jump into what we've been up to, we have some news, as we always do. We have event news. Lists are in. We're checking them over, just getting the general vibe, making sure no one's doing anything illegal, making mistakes, or that someone's bringing a list that people are going to not struggle against, because that's fine, but lists that people aren't going to enjoy playing against. So general vibe check rather than a deep dive into their rules. So we're working our way through them. You should start to receive emails, those that are coming to the event, saying, yeah, you're good to go, or us asking questions. So do look out for those emails coming back to you. But thank you for all the lists that have been submitted. They're getting checked over and you should hear back from us soon. It's very exciting seeing already the different variant Lord of Wars that are coming. You know, there's some Titans, some tanks, some flyers, like the Lord of War slot, the Wrath detachment is seeing lots of varied things. I don't think there's an exact copy of the same thing. Even, you know, some options are very similar, but they've got a different weapon or a different, you know, detachment or whatever. They've got different things going on. So that'll be really, really cool. Characters are plenty, as you can imagine. Tanks dotted around, you know, plenty of infantry to die. Death is coming, and there will be a lot of death on Hivanni Prime, and we are getting excited. So look out for just more news in the next couple of episodes before we have our event. Oh, scary! Next episode. Yes, because then the event is in the middle of August. Okay, we better get to work. And on that topic of hobby progress, we have our next month's hobby hangout. Now, I believe when this episode comes out, and those that maybe listen to it on release day, it should be out before our June hangout, which will be the 28th of June. But we do call out the month that is coming, so you have plenty of time to make yourself available and be available to come and hang out with us. So that will be, I'm going to say tentatively, because I am technically on holiday, is the 26th of July. So that comes down to my colleagues and their availability.
20 what of July?
26th, the last Sunday, as it normally is.
Yeah, I can do that. That's right.
That's wonderful, because I think we're recording on the 19th, so that would have been difficult.
Yeah.
Great. So next month's hobby hangout, 26th of July. If you're listening to this on release, then you've got time to squeeze into the 28th of June, which will be coming up at the end of the week on the time you're listening to this. They start at 8 p.m. Link goes up on our Discord and on our Facebook. So do make sure you're on those and looking out for those links on those dates. Come and join us, hang out, do some hobby, chat about lists, chat about the new edition of 40k. I'm sure that's going to be a big talking point on the next hangout and the ones to come. So yeah, it's just like-minded people, a good time of an evening, getting some hobby done. So come and hang out with us. Shall we get into what we've been up to, gentlemen?
Yeah. Well, mine's pretty simple. I've only really been working on my final list for our event. Or not our event, sorry, our campaign. There we go, that's the right word. So I've been working on my final list, primarily because I know there's some stuff I need to buy and build and paint. So I need to get my head around what that is before I go and do that.
Yeah.
So
I've been doing something similar.
Would you like to hear my final list of what I've got so far?
You're more than welcome to share it.
It's pretty fun for me.
For you.
I feel like it will be fun for me.
Yeah.
So I've got a Centurion and Terminator armor. I've got a Mortificator.
Cool. That's a Tetmarine, basically, isn't it?
Yeah. I've got some Crimson Paladins.
Nice.
To go with the Centurion and Terminator armor. They're going to be nicely tucked away in a Land Raider.
Yeah.
I'm going for 2 10-man spoiler squads. With Nuncio Vox and a Vexilla.
In 2 rhinos.
Yep. Anything else? Should not take anything else. And then I've got 2 Predators. One with a Flamestorm cannon and one with a Volkite macro Seeker.
Cool. Yeah, a little bit of difference.
I've got a Demolisher Vindicator.
Yes.
I've got a Kratos. A Sakaar and Arcus. And then 2 Vindicators with lasers.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's effectively like 2,500 points-ish.
Yeah, so you got about 500.
About 500 points to play around with. But thinking tank company.
Very cool.
Surprise.
Probably some more Sakarans.
We are shocked.
Probably
we
some
shooketh.
Probably some Sakarans or Sikarans if you're stupid.
Did I bring? Did I bring the Arcus? Have I? No, it still needs.
Yeah, I haven't given you money or models. So.
But we've been talking about it for a couple of months now.
Yeah.
So I just suddenly thought, have I brought it around?
So I have everything apart from the Arcus, which
that'll massively help because I've rewritten my list.
Yeah.
After a lot more reading and asking for a bit of help online.
Yeah.
In a Mechanicum group that has some cool kind of people in it. And it's a really positive group, actually. It's really nice. It's like 30k Mechanicum players or something like that.
So it popped up. I saw that you posted to that group. I'm not in it, but obviously because Facebook is a Steam pile of trash, it popped up and said that you posted there. And I was like, no, close it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to.
No, it's fine. I was just saying I'm struggling with these 2 aspects of the Mechanicum list. Mainly like speed of units and just kind of knowing when to move forward because I played Ben this month. We only got a couple of turns in, unfortunately, because of the time of day we were trying to squeeze it in of an evening. And it was just going to be far too late to finish the game. But I just I moved up with my units and then got hit by the fast assault units. And then although Mechanicum stay around for a while, I was just bogged down and couldn't do anything. And they're good at shooting. So, half my units couldn't shoot and were just getting slowly chopped apart. And all I'd done is move up to kind of contest the middle objectives. And you're like, well, how do I manage this? And so I asked these kind of questions and had some really good feedback. And it turns out that some of the units that are really good and great at like fast moving and can be utilized in such a way, I don't own any of those.
No.
So yeah, and it's indicative of kind of starting my Mechanicum or half-assed starting my Mechanicum last edition.
Yeah.
So like things like the Thanatar Kavas with the plasma mortars.
Yeah.
They're still all right. They're not bad, but they're nowhere near the strength that they were the last edition. And actually, like the las cannon variant seems to be what more people are bringing because it gives you some decent anti-tank, which Mechanicum don't massively have. So I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. So I might try, proxying some of them in and see how they feel. And, I've got, ironically, I have a Thanatar on sprue. So I'm tempted to kit bash convert that into a laser, I keep saying laser destroyer, las cannon. It's like it's got a special name, the Calyx las cannon array or something. But and convert one up to be one of those. That could be kind of cool. But yeah, so I've kind of been tweaking like the like the Blight drone, the 30k Mechanicum Blight drone, Voltarax it's called. they're obviously now plastic. They came out with the Skitarii. Skitarii are also rather good. And allying in a unit of them could be really good because they have line. So you get access to line, which you don't necessarily get in the Mechanicum book very easily. So there's like lots of things like that. So I've been playing around with a new 3K list. But it does mean some income for buying some of those models. So the Arcus will help towards that.
Okay. Either send me a price or send me a box. And I'll do that.
Yeah, we'll work it out.
But yeah, so I feel like Sicarans are probably extra nice stuff to go.
They're fun. They look really nice as well. They feel like a 30k tank, you know.
Yeah.
Like Rhinos, even the Heresy, like Vindicators and stuff, they look really cool. I prefer them to the 40k ones, but it's like half a step.
Yeah.
Whereas the Sicaran just was brand new, just for Heresy.
Yeah.
Like it had something special about it.
Yeah. And I also, obviously, because we've got the date for our final game. So I spoke to Wayland about booking two tables.
Yes, we talked about playing there, didn't we?
About two tables together.
Yeah.
And then, we need to finish a bit early.
We need to work out how we're actually going to do a successful three-player game.
Easy, we're fine. We'll figure that out. I'm pretty good at organising 3 days. So I've been working on that. And then the kind of elephant in the room, I think someone pointed out on the Discord that we've not really talked about the fact that there's a new edition of 40k.
Yeah.
And like the main reason for that is because I don't know about you guys, but I'm really shit at keeping up with Warhammer community articles. And
to a degree, yeah. I think my problem is it's like, oh, okay, cool, but it's in the middle of doing something.
Yeah.
Like the article will come out, and I might be at work or I might be in a meeting. I'm like, oh, okay, and then I'll quickly load it up because it's pinged on my phone. I'll read it and then get in the car to go to the next thing.
Yeah.
By the time I've arrived, I've forgotten what I read.
So I've got a really annoying person that sits next to me in the office. It's like, Neil.
I suppose you've got all your guys.
Should we download
now,
this?
Yeah.
Should we download this? Should we download this? Okay, Lee, we'll download this. So we've got 3 copies of the rules printed off.
Yeah.
And
printed off as well. Nice.
And made into book things.
Oh,
so
cool.
I have a rule book.
That's really good.
And I've printed off black and white copy of the terrain templates. It took me 3 attempts to get to this.
Yeah.
To get to the right size.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So hang on. When you say print, you mean 3D print?
No.
You're talking about just on paper.
Just on paper.
Cool.
So
I'm still a massive
I feel like what we'll do is once the event is over and we actually have a few games of the new edition, we'll do maybe an episode on it. Talk about it because I've done some pre-orders, so I've pre-ordered the rules.
Yes, I wanted to, and it was out of stock by the time I got there.
Yeah, so I pre-ordered the rules, I pre-ordered the cards, and I pre-ordered the narrative cards.
Yeah. Cool, so I can piggyback off Sam like I did with Kill Team.
So in the cards, it says it says in the narrative cards, you can get away with having 1 set. They recommend having 1 per person, obviously, because why wouldn't they? But you can get away with 1 set. So I think that's what we'll probably do. And then the app's obviously updated with all the new points.
The app has all the stuff on it as well, which is really interesting.
As awful as it sounds, and this is definitely a symptom of the fact I've not looked into it enough yet, it doesn't really feel like much has changed.
It is a new edition tweaked stuff.
Yeah.
Rather than like, hey, everything's changed and how everything works has changed. Like, you know, they've tweaked, obviously, cover is a big thing, new missions, you know, change of certain rules, and the way assaults and like fight first works is slightly different, but it's all slightly different.
Yeah.
So I think people will have a better chance to.
It's not like they've radically changed the way you build armies like they did for 30k.
Yeah. I don't think there's going to be any massive learning curves other than just playing through the motions, working out, oh, okay, this works like that, you know, and ironing out those things. And then I think it'll be as quick, if not maybe even quicker, than 10th was. So great. I quite enjoyed every game of 10th I played. I wish I'd played a bit more, but I feel like that's the last 2 or 3 editions have felt like that. So
yeah, I like in the app. I don't know if have you played around with the app for a bit?
A little bit, yeah.
So I like in the app you can share your list with someone else.
Yeah.
Straight in the app and record your games in the app.
Yeah.
So you know we had that secondary kind of companion app. To do that. That's,
you've got a war journal now, so you can just keep a track of all your games, and
it'll be interesting to see how that works. whether it's a device specific or whether it's an account.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Yeah.
So
we end up with everyone's game.
Well, I don't want you guys bringing my KD
I was
down.
going to say I'll bring your win-loss down very well.
So yeah, that's kind of it for like actual mainline Warhammer for me. Like I've basically done the pre-order. I've been looking at lists and
so I started building a Space Wolf list.
Nice.
Kind of looking. I at first I was going to look at my 10th edition lists and kind of go from there, but I decided, do you know what? I'm just going to start again. I read the detachments. I worked out what 2 detachments I wanted to bring.
Yep.
At like 2, I'm doing like a 2K list.
Okay.
And put in a bunch of things that I think I want to have, if not already have. And it's around like 1,800 points. So I've got a couple hundred points that I can fill out with different units that I own, like my Desolators, my Thunderstrikes, Landspeeder, Inceptors, like marine units. But the Space Wolf stuff, I think I've put in. Now, it'll probably tweak. And there's plenty in there that I don't own, like Terminators, like Space Wolf Terminators. I don't have any of the new ones yet. So they're in the list. So
what do you need new ones for? Do you use old ones?
I don't have any old ones. Oh. They went like
never
5,
sell a model.
No. I wouldn't have any current models if I didn't do that. I'd just be stuck. Maybe that's what I should have done. Just played Space Wolves in Heresy, Space Wolf, Firstborns in 40k.
Any 40k for
you? So I am going to attempt to play the rules on Wednesday.
Okay.
Very cool.
At Wayland.
Yeah. There's 3 of the guys from work, including the annoying guy.
Don't call him annoying.
He's not annoying. He just
enthusiastic.
He's not the most enthusiastic out of the group.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
These are the 3 guys that were like learning the rules?
Yes.
What a great time to switch an edition.
Yeah. But you'd think you'd have less baggage, right?
Yeah.
You'd be less bothered about change because you half knew the old stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like for me, if you're entrenched in that's how you play and then it changes, you have that fear of, I'm not going to know what I'm doing. Whereas, I didn't really know what I was doing the last time. So it's just a...
What is slightly weird, considering how petulant the 40k community is, there's not a lot of like toy throwing this edition.
No. You know what? I think it's been one of the better in recent memory releases of an edition that Games Workshop have done.
Yeah. Do you think that's because it's basically the same?
Partly.
Probably.
Yeah, I think partly. I think it's also half step back off of the competitive play, which was the biggest problem that people moaned about. Even though they all made the metas chasing crazy lists.
Yep. Yeah.
It was a lot of like, oh, we don't want to play 40k this way. They've gone, well, here's a narrative deck, and actually we've kind of tweaked the detachments kind of mean that if you bring that detachment, you have to play a certain way.
Yeah.
So you can't just go, well, I want to bring a load of Space Wolf Terminators, but I also only want to go for the take and hold objectives. You're like, well, tough, because your mission is going to be a Purge the Foe if you take that detachment.
Yeah.
So it basically pulls you to a gameplay and a game style which befits the narrative of the detachment. And some are going, oh, but I don't want that. But actually, a lot of players are going, good. There's a reason why you bring units like that.
Yeah.
You can't just pick and choose and go, I'm going to bring all the best guns, and I'm only going to score objectives by blowing up tanks. You're like, well, yeah, of course, because you've got the best guns. But actually, the one written in the book is take and hold, because you're going to move up and hold a position while shooting your guns.
Yeah.
But that means you have to stand in the middle of the board and you might get killed. So it kind of forces a play style that maybe you don't completely want to do, but fits the force. And I think I haven't looked enough into it to know if it's GW have done that really well across the board, or whether there's some stupid ones. I'm sure there are some where it's like you've got an all-orc bike one and they're taking hold objectives. Rather than... I'm sure there's something, but...
I'm going to have to look at something now.
And if you have multiple detachments, you pick which one that you're using. You don't do both.
Okay.
So I was looking at the Astra Militarum ones. So I'm only really using the Astra Militarum as my frame of reference.
Yeah.
And like... Oh, so the attachment has access to the following force dispositions, take and hold. And take and hold is the
That's basically like take and hold objectives.
Right, that's where it is. Okay, cool. Well, I've done one list, which is just me basically rebuilding my old list, but in the new edition.
So the way it works, right, and again, it's not an accurate. This is how it works. But like, if you have taken hold and I have purged the foe, that will give us. We follow a chart, and that will give us like either the primary or the secondary that we're both going for.
Yeah.
But then we also, our secondaries are based on those dispositions.
It doesn't tell me what. So I've already selected one. It doesn't tell me what ones I have access to.
It's really cool.
So I built. I've told everyone they need to make a 500 point.
Okay, cool.
List.
Yeah, like a little, very little easy learning thing.
Just it reduces the risk of the tower player bringing a stupid amount of stuff.
How dare he?
He's going against me anyway.
Okay. You playing Necrons?
Yep.
Ah, nice.
So I've gone
for. How did you do detachment points? Did you go for the 1,000 point limit? Like, is it 1 or 2?
2.
I forget.
2.
To be honest with you, I haven't said that, so I might have to stipulate that.
Well, because some of them are 3 because they're stronger.
Yeah.
And if someone brings a 3-point detachment cost, their bonuses are going to be really strong for a 500 point game. So that's the only thing I'd be careful of.
And this is why I get the fact the rules are free and you can read them through the app. I need a book to read them.
Yeah, I'm so gutted that I couldn't get a book.
Yet.
So gutted. Yeah, well, but then they pop up and then disappear again just as quick.
That's fine. You just need to find someone that's bought multiple boxes.
Yeah. What happened last edition is I kept kind of hesitating buying a book off of eBay for the store cost, thinking, well, eventually they'll come in the store cost and then I can pick it off a shelf and know that no one's grubby hands have touched it.
Yeah.
But actually, I never got... The only reason I got a rule book towards the end of 10th was because James gave me his big one because he had the little one, and so he never opened the big one.
Yeah.
Which he was very generous and kind to give me. But I think I'm just going to have to go, right, Armageddon's out. People have put the rule books up on eBay. They're charging the same amount GWR, but it means I've got one. Just buy it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have to just do that. Which is fine. Most of the time they'll be fine, and occasionally if it turns up and it's got a little dink in the cover, who cares? I'm going to wreck it myself anyway. As long as pages aren't stuck together, it'll be fine.
So yeah, I've kind of built a little 500 point list.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what you can get for 500 points.
So I've gone for an Overlord. I need to change out some bits on it.
Yeah.
Plasmancer, 5-man Immortal Squad, 10-man Necron Warriors.
Yeah.
2 Locust Heavy Destroyers.
Oh, cool.
And a Scorpec Destroyer.
Nice.
The reason being, I've taken the Cursed...
Detachment.
Cursed Detachment?
It probably got a full name, yeah.
What's it called? The Cursed Legion. And that is for Destroyer Cult, basically.
Oh, cool.
So it adds 2 strength characteristic to your weapons equipped by Destroyer Cult.
Yeah.
And then the first time that a Destroyer Cult unit from your army makes an attack that destroys a unit or causes it to become below half strength, after that unit's finished resolving an attack until the end of the turn, add 2 strength to the characteristic the weapons equipped by friendly Necron models.
Yeah, nice.
As well.
Yeah. What's the disposition?
Purge the foe.
Yeah, so that's basically killing stuff.
Yeah.
Which, for plus strength weapons, is good.
So yeah, I've got that.
If you go onto War Journal, can you see the game I just created?
Good idea. Good test.
No. Let me close it and reopen it.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm just opening now. War Journal. No, create your first battle.
There we go then. Cool. Good.
That's really good.
I like the fact it steps you through. I don't like the fact it makes you play their terrain layouts.
Yeah. But you can just select one and ignore it.
Yeah, couldn't give a shit about
that. But yeah, I don't know. I want to look into it properly, because if I can kind of not ignore the terrain layout, but kind of lay it out in a way that isn't so...
Shit.
Less immersive.
Shit.
It's like we got rid of all the stupid giant circles that were horrible. And now we've got a bunch of rectangles that, if done really well, could look really nice. But but that's a lot of work. And I feel like actually my like L-shaped ruins, if I can kind of put two together at roughly the area of the terrain, it's just everything in the middle of that building is that.
What I thought
that's what I'm hoping.
What I wouldn't mind trying to get is them printed on like clear perspex.
Yeah,
like the
that's not a bad shout.
Celotex, is it the sheet? Something you used to do overhead projectors on.
Yeah.
You might know you're quite old. That's the thing, isn't it? Overhead projectors.
Acetate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was acetate is what it's called. But yes, I'm guessing that's possible. That would be really good because then you can just stick it down and again it'll kind of blend in.
Yep.
Might take you an extra couple of seconds to be like, am I in that area or not? But for the level of games we're kind of playing, it's more about the fun of playing a friend anyway. So who cares if it takes a little bit longer?
Yeah. Cool. What have you done?
What have I done? Sprayed a load of purple.
Woo! Good. I'm excited to see the actual progress.
Done some edge highlighting.
More purple.
Yeah, more purple, basically. That's all in preparation to do a gloss varnish and then do a wash. And once that's done, they can then be matte varnished, and then I can do all the other details. And then they will be done.
So like what, a week?
Yeah.
Good.
Fire it off.
The only issue I've got at the moment is painting the skin tone.
Yeah.
On the few dudes that haven't got hard hats on.
Yeah. That's like a final job though, right? You can get everything else done and then play around with skin up until the day before if you wanted to.
Yeah, potentially. I'm gonna do sort
of focus on skin for the next like 12 weeks and then get to the day before and be like, I'm not gonna paint them now.
That's the problem. That's you see my plan. Get all the gold and the whites and the silvers gold done.
I don't see, as you saw from the picture, I have done a bit more. The Proud Soul model as well.
Yeah, which is going to be the most finicky and detailed model, so that's good.
I've put him in the freezer because I need to take the head off.
Ooh,
I'll do it for you.
Yeah, I could have done that with my teeth.
I mean, I would have used a tool, but sure.
Well, the freezer hopefully will shock it enough me to be able to just
pop
it off.
As long as the rest doesn't pop off as you do it.
How are you going to like ruin the detail with over clipping?
I'm not going to clip it. I'm going to.
Yeah, it should just pop straight off.
Oh, I would just shove a pair of clippers down either side of his neck and just.
I'm going to do that, but it's going to be
then the neck bit's just battle damage.
Battle damage. Who needs a neck?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just put chin.
I had many a space wolf like that.
He's just all chin. Neck. He's just really muscular. He just goes head body.
I don't know, if the worst comes to worst, I just put the
helmet on.
A different head on.
Yeah. Do you know what? I remember when I was doing my Mechanicum, I was like, oh yeah, we've not got to do skin tone, and then bought 20 tech thralls. I was like, fuck.
Well done, you.
Yeah, well they suck anyway. But yeah.
So yeah, that's the plan. So I'm going to have a mass of just a sea of purple ready to go.
Good.
To paint.
Yeah. It's not. Honestly, it's how I tend to do a lot of my stuff now. Is kind of get all the base armor done.
Yeah.
And then it's like, right, now I can go to unit or model by model, whatever, however you want to do it. But you then see that progression. It does mean that first step feels like it takes forever. But there's something about going, nothing is grey anymore. Like, everything's the army colour. Like, I don't know. I like it.
Have you ever taken transfers off of a vehicle that had been on there for a couple of years?
No, I just spray over the vehicle and then go again.
My concern is you'd see it.
I've
got that, the paint remover.
Yeah.
The one in the little green tub.
Yeah.
Oh, Neil's.
Why don't you just use airbrush cleaner?
Yeah.
Airbrush cleaner?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it'll take the transfer like straight off.
Will it?
Yeah.
Should do.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Give that one a shot.
It'll probably take the paint with it, but
you won't have to do the whole. You can just blend in.
That's not going to work. It's for my Land Raider. It's quite a big transfers. That's the thing.
Yeah. Honestly, I would get a little bit of like cotton bud, airbrush cleaner, rub over a corner for a good couple of minutes, so it really seeks in and stuff. And you might find that it just starts peeling.
I have seen people use the number 2.
I am not a
I
number
always
2.
forget.
The blue one.
Yeah. Soul, let's say. It's one of the error. One of them.
Have seen people use that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what it's kind of for. So
I thought that was the whole idea. It was to melt.
Yeah, I can't remember what one it was. Is it set or soul? One of them, I think, could potentially work. But I'd try airbrush cleaner. I think it would do it. Okay. I've spilt airbrush cleaner on a painted model and then
worst case scenario,
wiped it off and just took the blue off my ultramarine. I was like, What
I could do is just use plastic glue. That would take off the paint.
Oh yeah, is it a plastic model?
I've had it for quite a long time. I think the Land Raider is plastic and the turret is.
Is it not a Blood
resin.
Angel transfer? What?
Yeah.
You just want to repaint it, right?
Yeah.
Into your new red.
Because it can't be the old red.
Yeah. Well, you got like 10 dudes like the old red, you lazy bastard.
No, I don't.
Have you repainted them?
Everyone's repainted.
No.
Everyone in list is repainted.
You left the 10, I'm sure.
What 10?
Lies.
What 10?
You had 10
Lies.
assault marines.
No. They are
spoilers.
They are the 10 tester reds.
Yeah.
No, but they're not in the old shiny red. They at least blend in. They
don't blend.
They're just in the shadows of the buildings. That's why they're a different red.
I see.
Oh, they're not flesh tearers then.
No, maybe. I mean, that could work. The fact that their sergeant is the new colour as well.
Yeah.
They're fine. They're a homage to my
that's fine.
eventually getting there. But this is like a shiny red, so I need to repaint that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to just airbrush over top of it because then you will just see transfers.
Yeah, I don't know if you're not airbrushing the red, but you airbrush it back to black.
Yeah, I'd go all the way back to black.
And then a build up, I think you'd be surprised because then they're so thin. By the time you put like 3 layers of paint over it, I don't think you would.
If you're going to be spraying it black anyway,
you
might as well have a go.
Yeah, just spray it and see what
happens. Spray it first.
Yeah.
And then if there is a noticeable lip,
There will be a lip. There will absolutely be a lip.
I don't know. By the time you got through all the reds and stuff, I don't think it would be.
Then go for it. Try taking it off. Because you're going to be prime.
Yeah, you're not going to mess anything up.
I mean, worst case scenario, acetone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because that's going to do...
Well,
plastic.
I'm
just
pretty
take a
sure...
lighter to it and just battle damage, right?
Yeah, the whole tank's battle damage.
Just that whole side.
Maybe I'll just friction rub it off.
Yeah, just you got big gold slab of concrete out there. Just get it.
Yeah. Done. I did think about sandpapering it off. Like get like the highest grit like sanding sticks I've got and just sand
just go
it
for
away.
it. Yeah, why the hell not?
I mean,
battle damage.
Fuck it.
Anything can be battle damage.
Highest grit or largest grit?
Highest grit. It's like what 2000.
Oh,
that I don't know if that'll touch it.
Just get one of those shining nail file blocks.
I don't know.
You want rougher rather than.
So that won't touch it.
Yeah, but if I go rough, then it will leave grooves. If I go smooth, then it will.
Yeah, but
smooth, I just don't think you get over it.
Do you know what? Let's test on a Ryan. Let's test it on a Land Raider.
You just test it on the same thing.
And worst case scenario, I'll just buy a new Land Raider.
I love you. After fucking it up and you buying a new one, can I have the old one?
No, it's my fuck up. It will become a battle damage Rhino. Land Raider. Sorry, Land Raider. I keep saying Rhino. Other than that, I've not really been thinking about one. What else are you doing, Neil?
I've been doing a few bits.
Nothing else that's hobby related.
Well, we'll have our general chit chat afterwards. But yeah, I mean, I've just been progressing on stuff, but it feels like it's one of those standard things of like, oh, I've done some stuff, that's good, but it's all just progress rather than a real result, which kind of is frustrating. But so I had a final Mauler bolt cannon Castellax that I had built, I think. So I base coated him and got the silvers done and painted him completely up to oil wash now.
Yep.
So him and his two other brothers, so I can run 3, are now good and strong.
Oh, that's nice and cool.
What else have I done? At the same time, I base coated my 2... Sorry, I was having an orgasm there. Just letting the air come in. We're sitting in a sauna right now.
We'll just do it. I can't.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll do it post.
I was thinking the same thing about 10 minutes ago, but I was like, I'll just sit here. Sam's house, I'm just going to sit here. So at the same time of base coating the Castellax, I also base coated my 2 Domitars, which I'd repaired and fixed.
Domitars are the bodyguard of not Lehman Russ. Lee.
So you get Domitars, a certain version of them in the Iron Warriors.
Yes.
Peter Turbo. Peter Turbo. So these are the Mechanicum versions.
Right.
So they don't have the shields and the giant hammers. They do have weapons called graviton hammers, but they're built into their wrists.
Right.
And they have like missile launchers in the middle of their back. Unfortunately, the ones that I got, they've been glued down.
Oh.
So they're just behind the head, which is an option, or you can angle them up so you can see them above the head, would have been better, but I wasn't going to start ripping them apart that much.
Ears or no ears?
Yeah, it's like whatever. So they got base coated, and then I had a bunch of black left because, as always, I overfill the reservoir. So I had all my Knight Lancer panels just sitting around, waiting to be base coated, so I just got all of them and quickly chucked to black over all of those.
Cool.
So that was quite cool. And then any I had left, I just kind of had the skeleton, as it were, all the metalwork for the knight that's together, was just standing in my airbrush booth at the back. So I've just kind of covered him in what black I had left until it was all gone. So he's working towards base coating. The two Domitars, I just have brass and yellow to do. So they've had all their pipe work done, all the silvers and highlights done. I don't think there's any bone on them. They've had the blue put on. So yeah, I've got a final coat of the yellow, just to make the yellow pop.
Nice.
And then the brass work, and then they're ready for oil wash as well. I've been focused on getting my 1,000 points for the event done. I was originally thinking of... originally I made one list and I was like, this is the one I'm going to bring. But then it kind of feels a bit silly with the narrative to have Talarian at both battles.
Yeah.
Yep.
So at first I then went, well, maybe I'll make two different lists.
Mm-hmm.
But then I thought, well, let's not be stupid, because that's two completely different lists that then I've got to make sure it's fully painted and ready.
Two different lists.
Like, it would be two complete lists. Like, they were. There was not one unit that was shared across.
Well, that's fucking stupid, isn't it?
It was, yeah. Thank you. So I went, yeah, this is stupid. So there's a slight tweak across the list and a different character leading the list, and things like that. So it makes sense narratively, but it also is sensible in terms of completion time and focus on like rules and knowing them and everything else. So yeah, that's quite good. Other than that, what else have I done? I've nearly got the final structures for one of the event boards that I've been making. The Echoes of something. I can't remember the name of the board now. The Plains of Echo Rock. There you go.
Yes.
That's what it's called. There should be an article coming out very soon about that and another battlefield that has been added to the Hivanni Prime war zones. But I've just been gluing, polystyrene together, cutting it with a hot wire cutter, all the fun stuff. And I've got one left to do. Then they just need a quick spray with a rattle can to get a bit of fun melty, which helps with the rock effect of polystyrene. And then they'll be ready for painting. Wow. After a quick sealant of PVA, but that takes no time at all. Particularly with the heat we've currently got, it will dry very quickly.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so that's progressing along. I do need to do some more work on the Fallen Warhounds before they're ready for painting. Like there's some filing and sanding that needs doing on them. There's a couple of rough edges that I think you'll easily see in the once painted. So I want to just wear those down. As well as I suddenly remembered that the drill that I've built, the new drill, the frag drill terrain for my mining board, is sitting there fully built grey. That needs painting as well. So I was like, oh, okay, the real work starts now. It's 50 days roughly. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I can paint the frag drill for you.
Yeah, it might come to that. It genuinely might come to that. I'd like to paint it myself, but we'll see. If I get to 30 days and I haven't touched it, it will go to you.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's a fair.
Okay.
That gives you a month to paint it, which I know is plenty of time for you.
It's a vehicle, isn't it?
Plenty of time for you. But yeah, I'd like to see where I can get it. I mean, I love the servo hauler you did for me, so
yeah,
like I'm not worried about you painting it. It's more just that I'd like to, but I've got plenty to do. As I said, I played that half game with Ben, which really sparked kind of like I'm just struggling with mech, and trying to work out how to play them without just either getting them killed or not really being very effective. So it's like in our 3-way game, I kind of held back and didn't really impact the game very much. But when I seemed to go forward, the kind of survivability of the mech, I just seemed to not find it because they just die too easily. We talked a bit more about that already, so I won't go into too much on that. It was very exciting building the Space Wolf list and going, oh, this could be cool, this could be cool. And having one eye on after the event. The one thing I have to remind myself is we have the campaign running all year.
Yeah.
So it's not like events done, now 40k. It's like, yes, events done. So that part of the planning and timescale disappears. But we do have a narrative campaign that I would like to have a fully painted 3,000 point list for by the end of November when we're playing our game.
Yeah.
So there's still lots of work to do. And we always do it, and I shouldn't be surprised, but that's where we're at. In general, what's life thrown at us? What fun stuff have we been up to? Any new inspiring or fun things you've been doing? I finally got a chance to play Space Hulk Deathwing, which has been out for a long time, but I'd never played it before. And it was on sale on Steam, so I got that. And it's been pretty fun.
So you mentioning this, I was reading the show notes earlier this week, so I started having a go.
Yeah.
So I played the campaign. I played the intro, like this is how you play the game.
Yes.
And I played the first, I think, 2 missions of the campaign. It's pretty good. I would say it probably is one of those games which is better with friends.
Oh yeah, I've only really played it with friends.
Like I've never got, because in the 1-player version you order the other Terminators that are with you around, and they'll just follow you and shoot shit.
Yeah.
Like if you don't do anything with them, but you have to be like, oh, go here, do that, hold that, shoot that. So and I'm not very good at those kind of games. You have to order like NPCs around.
Yeah. No, we've been playing. So I've been logging on, playing with Ben and Tom, and we've got kind of a bit of a cohesion towards. The first week we were just awful. But Ben tends to come in as the Thunderhammer Storm Shield. He stands at the front, tanks the hits. I bring the Librarian, so I can lightning bolt all the turrets, because that's like instant kill on the turrets. And push back Gene Stealers with one of their spells, psychic powers, and stuff like that. And I quite like the fact I've got a close combat weapon and shooting.
Yeah.
I'm just a little bit weaker.
Yeah.
And then Tom plays the Apothecary.
Right.
And to be honest, very well.
Yeah, okay.
Like he's healing, he's at the back and supporting, but he's also killing. And there's been times where we've kind of messed up, got split up or whatever. Me and Ben tend to go down, and then Tom just kind of finds a corner and just holds off, healing himself and punching away with his power fist until we come back. The spawn time is massive, though.
Right, okay.
Like you die and it's like 300 seconds.
Okay.
And you're like, oh, this is hard. And we're playing at not the highest difficulty, but fairly high. So it is tough. And the one thing I would say is the missions are very long.
Yeah.
So you could get an hour into a mission, die. Well, then you just have to restart the mission. There's no checkpoint.
Yeah. Which I like. I like that.
You get checkpoints in the mission where you get to jump back through a warp portal, heal up, change your character if you want to, whatever, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But that's not like a save point. Like if you die in the mission, you have to start again. So there was one where it was like, go find this signal. Now we've found this signal, we now need to go and do this. And then once we've done that, the third one was now get to an escape pod and get off. Well, we did the first time, we didn't even get to the first objective. Second time, we did the first and second objective and died on the way to the last one. Yeah. And so you have to then go back and do the first one again. And what you do find is you because you almost memorize the route through the Space Hulk.
Yeah.
That you're just sprinting through, and so there's less Gene Stealers spawning. So it gets quicker.
Right. Okay.
Because I don't think it has a mechanic where you're slower, you get punished. But Gene Stealers come through certain spawn points. And if you're in that area longer, they just spawn more.
Yeah.
Because you've reached the next 2-minute clock or whatever, and then more come out. And you can lock doors and stuff that will help you out, but then if you have to come back that way, you then have to smash it open, and then that can be a real problem. And
fair enough.
The one thing I would say is, it's a really fun game with friends. I don't think I'm that interested in playing on my own, other than the fact they have a really interesting mechanic where you can invest upgrades.
Right.
So you earn renown points. I might be preaching to the choir. Have you played Deathwing?
Briefly.
Oh, okay. But you get renown points. That like the better you do, the more missions you do, the more renown you get. Where you can upgrade like your weapon, your armor. You can get a perk for your character. You can get passive perks as well as active perks. And each thing. So like the librarian has a force sword, a force axe, or a power fist.
Yeah.
Well, all three of them. Like if I buy an upgrade for the power weapon, if I buy an upgrade for the power axe, it's only on the power axe.
Yeah.
So it's like you build, you almost level up your guy and customize him to what you like.
Yes.
Which is really cool. But the amount of renown points you need is huge.
Yeah.
For the level that we're playing. If you're playing 7 hours, probably it's not too bad. But we're playing like 2 hours and then going to bed. And it's like, I've maybe got enough for one upgrade. And there's hundreds of them.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's in there because it gives you a complexity and personalization. But at the same time, I think it would take a very long time to actually see the effect of what you're purchasing. But yeah, that's all I've really been up to outside of hobby. There's nothing else like other than the normal life stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but it's been fun to play something it's probably trying to think. I'm sure I've played other 40k games, but it's probably for a very long time the first kind of like 40k licensed game that I've played. And it was quite cool to do that. I played Dawn of War years ago.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think. What were we playing? Were we playing something together?
Well,
40k game. It was Space Marine 1.
Marine.
But Space Marine 1 was years ago.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know? I didn't have
that shitty game, the Moby game.
Oh, Tactical whatever.
Tacticus.
Yeah, Tacticus. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that game. I think it's still on my phone. I haven't been on it forever.
Yeah.
But in terms of like a proper PC console game, it's been years, and I know this is obviously an old game, but it's been fun to play something in the universe I really like. You know, that's been quite cool.
I want to try playing what's it called? The game where you play as a character and you go in like fuck's sake. This is gonna
look it up. I'll find it. While Sam's looking that up.
Would you like me to describe it to you, see if you can guess?
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right, so it's a game where you're not Space Marines and you're basically characters.
Rogue Trader.
Yes. No. It's not Rogue Trader.
Oh, Inquisitor.
No. It's like the main characters. One of the main characters is an Ogrin.
Oh, you're talking about the Left 4 Dead clone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar to
Deathwing is kind of a Left 4 Dead clone.
It's not Darktide.
Oh, Vermintide?
No, it's
Vermintide.
It's
Is
the
that?
40k
No, it is
version.
Darktide. It is Darktide.
Oh, it is Darktide.
Hang on. I'll look
it's
on.
It's the 40k version of the.
Yeah.
That helps me.
I think it is Darktide.
That will narrow down my
Yeah, I think it is Darktide.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead in 40k.
It does look cool, actually. Are you looking it up on Steam?
I'm looking it up in my library because I think I've still got it.
I want to know how much it is.
I can tell you how much it is. Vermintide.
For some reason, I'm really cheap when it comes to PC games. I don't know why. It's like, that's £12. That's barbaric. Let me pay £50 for this bit of plastic.
Yeah.
I definitely have it.
Oh.
I definitely don't.
Well, you've got a week off now. Think how much Warhammer you won't paint if you play this.
No, Sam.
Yes.
I want to see pretty purple Marines.
Pretty.
No. Come on. Where the fuck are
And I
you?
can psych myself up and pretend that I'm going to kill some of them.
Maybe I had it on PC.
Before they murder me mercilessly.
Dark.
It's $29.69.
Oh, maybe I owned it on Xbox, rather, as in like on Xbox game.
On Game Pass or whatever.
No, like you can buy games for Xbox, and if you had Game Pass, you got a discount.
Yeah, it's the Microsoft store.
So I bought a load of Microsoft games from that when I was playing on. No, give me the fucking store. Dark Tide. Why are you not coming up? Is it like literally not for sale on Steam?
Oh. It's actually $32.99.
Well, I thought you could Dark Tide, yeah. What?
But yeah.
28 £28. Ouch.
£28. Where are you getting that from?
So I've got 2 games that are in a bundle, and Steam allow you to buy the rest of the bundle for the discount price. So £28 or £32. I thought I had this. Weird. It must be on Xbox, on the Microsoft.
Yeah, yeah. But it's been fun playing a group, like just playing online with friends. Has been quite cool.
Oh.
And it's like a group game. You know, I know there's only been 3 of us, but it's not just one other person.
Yeah.
Like there's something special about having a group of people play. So that's been fun.
Cool.
So yes.
Fuck's sake.
Sam's having some issues.
I thought it was going to be his phone.
Yeah.
So I watched Alien Earth.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's kind of set. I can't quite work out whether it's set before
Is
or
this
after
the TV show?
Yeah.
The one where they crashed? The opening's them crashing into the city?
Yes.
Yeah.
We talked about this last time.
Yes.
Yes. So I finished watching it.
You finished it?
I finished watching it now.
Right. What do you think?
It was good.
I felt that it stalled in the middle of this series.
Yeah.
Like they basically got commissioned for 10 episodes or whatever it was, and they was like, oh shit, we only planned 5.
Yeah.
Like it felt like in the middle when they were like running around the island that it was a little bit Benny Hill.
The musical episode.
Yeah. it was, don't get me wrong, brilliant universe.
Yeah.
Love that they built upon the universe, and I love those kind of movies.
It's such a hit miss like universe for me. There's some amazing things and others that you're just like,
what the shit is this?
I just didn't need to see that. Like, I know it wouldn't have. It's like I always get nervous when they touch things that are good. And you're like, just leave it alone. It's perfectly fine. I can go back and watch it. It's that good. You don't need to do another one. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember quite.
Do you not like touching things that are good?
Not too much.
Not too much. Makes you go blind.
Yeah.
Something to Neil.
I'm not blind.
Right
not
in the
blind.
eye.
I'm the only one that's
He's the one that's not wearing glasses, yeah.
Right now. But he just chooses
He
darkness.
rubbed it too hard, that's why he's going bald.
Ah. Friction burn.
Oh dear.
Does it make you feel better that you've got some affinity to Woody now?
Yeah, the balding
Have you not seen
cowboy.
it?
No.
Toy Story 5. They've made Woody start going bald.
Oh, okay.
Where his hat like rubs on the back of his head.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It's to make the people that watch the original feel better the fact that they are now bald.
Yeah, I saw a thing saying, I'm going to leave you with this, and then you'll want to crawl back into bed or something like that. And it's like you've gone from Andy to Andy's mum.
Yeah,
in terms of age and role in the household. Like, you're old, and you're the only people that are that excited about Toy Story 5.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it'll be interesting to see what the second season brings.
Have they commissioned it?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll probably wait for that to come out and then watch the first series and then...
Yeah.
Because I'm similar to you now. Like, I just like binging stuff. So it's like, cool, there's a second series. I'll watch the first series and then jump straight into the second. That'll be kind of good.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
What about your plethora of books?
Yeah, so I finished Mechanicus.
Yes.
I tell you what, having listened to the first 9 novels now, my recollection of events are very jumbled up.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, literally, in The Flight of Eisenstein, I was convinced that the Thousand Sun character was there as well. He's not. He's in Battle for the Abyss.
Yeah, that lovely book.
So, there's a nice mixture of things, just like, oh, that's when that...
mishmash of how you remember things,
So, and, I've really enjoyed it. Mechanicus was good. I had forgotten a lot of what happened.
Can you remind me, the end of that book, do we ever go back to the ending of that book? Like, in terms of, do we ever progress on that?
I don't know.
I thought they woke up and you were there, and you were there, and you were there, and you were there.
Isn't it like they go to guard the gate for the dragon or whatever?
She becomes a new guardian with Romeo 31.
Yeah.
He becomes her...
Oh, spoilers on the 10-year-old book, by the way.
Yeah.
Protector. So then they become the new
and
guardians.
they kind of wander off to go guard the gate or something.
Yeah,
the gate for the crate dragon or whatever.
Which the dragon never comes into the universe again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, does it come back again? I can't remember.
I vaguely remember somebody banging on about, or is it the Void Dragon? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That kind of
But
thing.
in terms of books for like the Heresy and all that jazz, we never reach it again.
I don't know.
I think we ever come back to those characters either still being there or something changing. I just think that's where they are, and we're going to leave that. And 10,000 years ago, we might mention them again.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not sure. It probably gets something.
That's like a lexiconum search. I'll find that later.
Yeah. And just the sort of the battle between the Titan legions and the Night House that comes to the rescue to kill the AI
scrap code
weapon.
Again, would always love to do a Night House. Would think it'd be fucking great. I feel like the idea, recently. And actually, but now I have a bit not disposable income.
Yeah.
But now I have less financial restraint. I could actually go and get like a Warhound with a couple of like Night Castigators, and they're in plastic now, so they're way easy, way more accessible.
I think they are cool. The Minion Knights make it much more fun idea. Yeah. Like, because in 40k, they've just brought the middle one. Have you seen the middle one? It's like a mini Lancer. They're bigger than Armigers, but not full Knights. Okay. They're really cool. They look really good. No, I'll find one later and show you. But they look cool. And I'm like, I could get into this. It's also, although, financially, maybe a little bit more difficult. But in terms of like, it might be like a 9 model army. That's kind of exciting. Like, I'm finding myself getting drawn towards like big robots for the Mechanicum and just less models, please.
Less model count, yeah. No, that'd be good.
After building, I've got a box of unopened tech thralls that I bought because I was like, I'll need another pack. And now I'm like, I'm probably going to sell these because I do not want to build and paint another 20. I'm halfway through painting 20 as it is, and I am nearly gone mental. And I'm like, actually, I don't want to go that way with my Mechanicum. So they're kind of, I feel like really frustrated that I've got that far with them, and now I'm like, they're probably not going to see the table. No. It's like, But, I mean, that's collection. You know, it is what it is.
I'm still waiting for them to do a Dark Mechanicum book.
Yeah, it's kind of there, but not really.
When they do a Dark Mechanicum,
the thing is, when you bring Traitor Mechanicum now, you get access to like Decimators, Blood Slaughterers, the Traitor Assassin. Like, there's flavour.
Yeah.
And there's 1 or 2 characters. I think there are 2 named characters in the Mechanicum book of both traitors. Scoria and another one.
Yeah.
Drazviek or whatever he's called. He's a Forge World model on a Bayant. Okay. So there's flavour there, but there's nothing like, you don't get different detachments really. Like, there's nothing really in there that, like, they're half a step away from having true Dark Mechanicum, really.
Yeah. I'm guessing it'll be a Tactica.
Yeah, maybe they'll get there, or they'll just go, we'll do 4th edition. But we'll see.
So from what I can find about Dahlia Cythera, basically nothing happens.
Yeah, fair enough.
She fucks off into the Noctis Labyrinth and then...
Yeah, it reminds me of how they ended, and obviously it's much more recently, but ended with Sharokin.
Yes.
Holding the book or whatever he's got, I forget.
So literally here. Later, Dahlia and her surviving company instead managed to enter the holding cell of the Dragon of Mars, where she was imbued with the truth of the creature and the ominous very nature by the guardian of the dragon, Semyor. Semyor appointed Dahlia as a new guardian dragon with Romu 31 as her protector. The two would keep vigil over the labyrinth for potentially thousands of years.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
No more. Spoilers.
It's like, we'll come back to this maybe. Probably never.
It feels like we got some like tangible line to pull.
Maybe they'll do it during the siege or something like that.
Yeah, I could see them doing something interesting.
Yeah,
but we need to read. Do you know what I would need to read? Did they do the series of short stories for the siege? Didn't they?
Yeah,
that extra book.
They're out now. I think.
Yeah, the book's been out. Yeah, because they announced the first book for the Scouring as well.
That's what I mean. The Scouring,
the next series. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Which is interesting, but there is that short story compendium that they did at the end of Siege after they said we're done, but now here's 10 stories.
What was the Scouring ones? Is it them all arguing in the palace? Or
that's where it starts. Yeah,
brilliant. I like that.
It's basically a load of it's a can't remember the definition of the book, but it's basically like first chunk is like politics of what the hell do we do now?
Yeah.
And then it will start basically. It's like I think Chris Rait's writing it.
All right.
Who is wonderful. I think his book's great. So if it is Chris Raitt and I've just not misremembered that, it will be a good book to read.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we will certainly see.
You read any more books?
So I've pretty much listened to all of Tales of Heresy.
Yes.
Nice.
So that's got Blood Games.
Is this all this month?
Yeah.
Yeah, since recording.
It's recording.
What have you done? Where have you been? Why have you listened to so many books?
Just driving to and from work.
Yeah, okay.
So Blood Games, pretty much as much as I remember.
I love that book.
But
that story.
I'd forgotten about the spy hunt at the end of it.
Oh, at the end, yeah.
Don't remember Wolves at the Door.
Yeah, I hear the title and I'm like, what happens in that one?
So they are called. They're currently doing something, and a compliance or whatever, and they get the call to all meet up so they can go to Prospero. Before that happens, they decide to visit this one location, land on the planet, get attacked, and then...
Is this the Dark Elder one?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, with Bulve.
Yeah.
Bulve, yeah, who they're basically the first company that are going to go Wolven.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
13th, yeah. And...
Yeah. And all the government are like, yay! But we're not going to bow to the Emperor. And they're like, oh, well.
Okay, bang.
Yeah, it is a bit bittersweet. Yeah.
Sign of the Storm, just basically goes over the World Eaters, the Word Bearers turning bad. The Voice, no, not that shitty TV show, is Sisters of Silence. They go on to a black ship in the Warp, and it all goes to poop. Call of the Lion is the one with the Dark Angels, and they have a bit of a boo-boo, get into a firefight, and then try and recover it.
Yeah.
And you've got one chapter master basically go against the other chapter master, and more stuff happens with those guys later down the line.
Is this the book that has The Last Church in it?
Yes, I've just finished listening to The Last Church.
Oh, that's a good one. I like
that was really good listening.
I like The Last Church. It's a good short story. Just the Emperor just chatting.
Yes,
basically.
Yeah, very good. And then the last story to listen to is the one about Angron.
Yeah, I forget how good. I love Tales of the Heresy because Blood Games is probably my favourite short story out of all of them. And then having Last Church and that one with it's Khan, isn't it? Is it
Deshia?
Yeah, Deshia or however you say that one. But it's Khan going to see him after he's murdered all the other captains, isn't it? Yeah, I love that story.
So that was the last one to listen to, and then I'm going to have a little bit of a breather. For a little bit.
Yeah.
Sam.
That's nostalgia trip, that was.
So I have continued my James Bond spy fantasy novels that I've been reading.
Yes.
Very problematic with the time that they were written and the potentially attitudes to anybody that's not
I think if you read
a
it as
white
that
man.
timepiece, that's fine.
Basically, is
if you're letting it influence your decisions now, then maybe it's a problem. But
you
take literal pieces are literal pieces. You can read it in that lens and not take on its belief system.
Yeah. So when did we record last? We're in June, right? It's June now.
Yeah.
So I finished Moonraker.
Yeah.
Moonraker. I don't remember the first movie. I'm pretty sure. I thought the first movie, and I might be getting this confused with Austin Powers, was Moonraker was missiles swallowing other missiles.
No. That was You Only Live Twice.
Okay, that's fine. So Moonraker is effectively a giant missile post-war, and it kind of goes a bit squiffy. That was quite good. I enjoyed that one. I also read Diamonds Are Forever, focusing on mobs in America and infiltrating those. And I just finished From Russia with Love. Okay. That's probably the more problematic one. Yeah, more problematic.
Okay.
And I've just started Dr. No, which is probably the most problematic I've read so far. It describes...
Dr. No as Odd Job.
Well, it's mainly...
No, he's Goldfinger.
It's mainly the way that Ian Fleming describes people of Chinese and Caribbean background is a little bit troubling.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm reading through those. Or listening to them on the My
I wonder
Library
if
app.
has more of an impact listening than reading it on a page. I don't know.
But no, they're not doing accents. That's fine.
No.
Well, actually, right.
I didn't mean it that way. But
Right. So the book's very good. I can't believe I've done fucking 3 books in a month.
Yeah, that's cool.
Pretty good. I mean, audio books is pretty good. That's 8 books this year so far.
Yeah,
and
cool.
I remember I read that Red Rising book. The next one has just become available for me to read, so I'll start reading that one now. But good. I also went and saw the He-Man movie.
Oh yeah, you did.
As someone that is not invested in He-Man whatsoever, I thought it was fucking great.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
There were certain moments in the movie which felt like they were going down the Thor Love and Thunder route.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where they made it too much, like where they would tell a joke and almost just look at the camera, like wait for you to laugh and then start talking again.
We're breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, but not like
Deadpool.
Yeah, not like Deadpool in like a cool way. It just felt a bit weird. But they kind of steered away from that after 1 or 2, so it was fine. And I love the fact, and this might be like a running joke in He-Man, but obviously He-Man is quite a muscular man, and obviously the main challenge with doing movies is the fact that you can't have a muscular man who is not muscular one moment and then muscular the next, without some like heavy CGI investment. So basically the way they got around that is they just put baggy clothes on him. So like he had like this like long salmon pink shirt on, which was just a little bit too big for him to make him look smaller. And then like 10 seconds later, I've got the power.
I have the power.
Yeah. My worry was, and worry isn't the right word because I wouldn't even call myself a casual fan of He-Man. I'm not that bothered on it. But I just remember He-Man, the toys of He-Man and him just ridiculously...
He is fucking huge.
Oh, okay, because in the trailer, he doesn't look that big.
No, he's big. He is big. Pretty good.
He big.
Yeah, he big.
That's good.
I think they've done like Lord of the Rings, where they had like Gandalf standing on boxes next to hobbits. They've done that kind of stuff to make him look bigger, which is cool.
Yeah, no, I swear I saw a trailer clip and I thought the transformation wasn't that like impressive. Like, it looked like a smaller Chris Hemsworth. Like, it didn't look big. And He-Man in my head is like monstrously big.
Yeah.
Like, human size, but Hulk.
They do some quite funny bits of him like going to the gym while he's on Earth.
Yeah.
And like not having the power and being really struggling. And then you see the original He-Man.
Yeah.
In the gym with him.
Oh, really?
And he's like, got any tips? And he's like, just lift the weight.
Yeah.
They've got Dolph Lundgren in the film.
Yeah. Like for like a 30-second cameo.
Yeah,
fucking great.
Awesome.
And then they've got he works in HR on the planet, and he works as like a conflict resolution person. And there's little nods, so like they zoom in on his pronouns, which are he, him, and it's like He-Man, yeah. So it's good. And Alison Brie's in it, so no movie of Alison Brie in it is the worst.
Yes.
But yeah, so I liked it. I'm sure, like most comic things and Star Wars movies,
there'll be some nerd being
that
annoyed,
hate it,
but whatever.
But yeah, I also watched. Talking about Star Wars, I also watched the children's Star Wars. The Skeleton Crew.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What did you think?
I've never wanted to punch children more in the face in my life. So I started watching it ages ago, and the children wound me up that fucking much that I didn't watch past the first 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then I was going down to Southampton.
Yep.
And I was like, do you know what? I need something to watch for the next couple of days. So I'll just power through.
Yeah.
And actually, as a story, pretty good.
Yeah.
And they didn't just... I was really afraid they were basically going to have like this pirate... Spoilers, it's been out for a while, but spoilers. They were going to have this pirate just miraculously turn into a good guy because of the children. And I was like, it kind of feels Star Wars, but it would be a bit lame. And then he doesn't. And that was quite cool.
Yeah.
I like that. So all in all, worth a watch. Like, as a standalone TV series in the new Empire, pretty good. Go on.
But they still managed to shoehorn Disney into it.
With?
Because the robot
is
called SM-33.
Yeah, I don't know that.
You're not lonely speak.
I'm not getting the
Smee.
Oh, it's Smee, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh.
That's quite clever.
That's cool. The robot in it is pretty good as well because he's a robot pirate. It's very. Do you remember that old animated show, TV show? Was it Atlantis? Like where they were like gold hunters or something, and there's a robot in that. It reminded me of that. He's a robot pirate. He's fucking great.
Yeah.
I also watched The Mandalorian.
Again or never? Have you never seen it?
No, the movie.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah, I'm guessing we haven't recorded since then. Yeah, it was
No.
cool. Yeah, so I watched The Mandalorian. I liked it.
Fair enough.
I didn't hate it. My opinions are based on the fact that visually it was what I wanted.
Yeah.
So like they have the X-wings flying in front of the sunset. That kind of when they make Star Wars into what I would imagine as a realistic setting. I really like that. Like, I actually don't like this whole like we're in space. Look at all our fucking massive spaceships.
Like Rogue One feels gritty, lived in.
Yeah.
It feels like
Star
an actual
Wars.
universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think The Mandalorian, basically, I think I just fucking hate Jedis. It's like, actually, relating back to 40k, I like 40k books when they don't have Space Marines in them. Because they don't have that kind of like, I'm like this good of good, undefeatable kind of nonsense.
On the Space Marine, but yeah.
But like, I like when they're not like these. They don't have these like super overpowered people, and they have just humans doing stuff.
Yeah.
Now there is definitely some plot armor going on in The Mandalorian. Like there are a number of times where he could have just be like, he should have just been dead.
Yeah. But that, to be fair, that's from the Mandalorian 1. That's the case, isn't it?
Star Wars in general.
Yeah.
And you need a bit of
And I didn't hate Grogu. Like in the series, like I wanted to drop kick him, like a football. But he actually was kind of growing me a little bit in this one, and the fact that you see Jabba's son, nephew, Jabba's nephew.
It would be a descendant. I don't know.
So have you seen it?
No.
Are you going to see it?
Yes.
Okay.
At some point.
Well, I mean, it's not going to ruin it. If Mandalorian gets tasked to go and rescue Jabba's nephew.
Okay. Interesting.
So you see Jabba's nephew, who is like fucking hench.
Oh, he's Road to the Hut.
Yeah, probably.
In the trailer, the 2 axes.
Yeah.
The trailer he's got to. Yeah.
So he's like imagine Jabba the Hutt, but like on roids.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, it was good though, and he's really nice. He's like he doesn't want to be a Hutt, basically.
Well, he saw what happened to his uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty good. I quite enjoyed it. That's quite a lot of movies and books.
Yeah,
and
lots.
I think there was something else. There's one more
Living
thing.
out your life. You've been away a lot as well.
Yes, I have. Over the Hill demo. That's the one I want to talk about.
Yes. Yeah, I need to download it.
Free demo on PC. You are driving little 4x4 cars across a mountain.
Yes.
That is it.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it's just...
There are things to go and find.
Hang
like
out,
crates.
chat, drive.
Like, the music is amazing. You pick it like you're picking a radio. And it is a free demo. And I think I've played like 9 hours.
In the demo?
Yeah.
Oh,
Multiplayers. Up to like, I think 6
That's
players.
kind of cool.
And you can set up camps. So you can drive somewhere and be like, do you know what? We want to get past the dark bit because playing in the dark is no fun. And you can have a campfire.
Right.
So you can
they'll reset to morning, basically.
Yeah. So you just pass the time. And then you can carry stuff around. It's really cool. It was a chill game. I'll probably buy it when it comes out. I don't know what else they can do with it.
Yeah. Well,
like, you've had a little bit, like I've done a bit of water crossing.
Survival challenges. Or...
There was a few times where it felt a little bit like it wasn't hard enough.
Yeah.
Like most things in my life.
But it's a demo. Like, you make it too hard. Some people won't want to play it because it's too hard.
Yeah. But it was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah. If you got a PC, it's not like a hard... I think they are working on some stabilization updates. Oh, right. But if you've got a PC, then give it a look. It's free. And that's it. That's what my life has consisted of. Star Wars, He-Man, books. Oh, sorry.
Something.
I've had 2 children's birthdays this month.
Ooh.
So I have no money or time. But yeah, it's been nice. Jenny's in a couple of weeks. It's painful. Caleb's is 31st of May. Lucas is the 9th of June.
So what happens 9 months before that? Is it your birthday?
No. I'd have to do the maths. I'll say no. I don't know. Is it end of August? Is that right?
9 months before 31st of May. It's actually 10 months, but sure. August 31st.
Yeah, so if you go 10 months, like you say, it's August.
School holidays.
It's the end of the school term, isn't it? Yeah. It's the school holidays. We actually both see each other. Because I work the evenings and she works the days on term time.
Anyway, carry on. Less about your sex life.
Well, it's only a small footnote in everything else.
You had a good 2 shots. It's fine.
Yeah. It works. That's fine.
Worked.
Unless you're pregnant I'm again. Perfectly fine with that.
Unless you want to get
God, no. Test that worked. Again. We'll stick with worked. But yeah, it's been busy as it has been. This year's been mental in so many different reasons. But yeah, this last month has just been. It's blinked, like you say. Like when did we last record? It feels like it was 4 months ago, but actually, it obviously wasn't.
No, quite.
And it also feels like I've had no time to do anything else. It's just been a weird one.
I've been away for a week, been in Southampton for a week, been on a D&V for a weekend.
I don't actually. I think I've seen you since we recorded.
No,
it's rare.
This month has just been like an absolute kick in the dick.
Yeah. So so I think we've got a fair bit done.
Yeah, I've got Amy's birthday coming up next month.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yes. Yeah. Jenny's is like 2 weeks away. I'm like, you should probably sort something out for that. Anyway, that's fine. Amazon Prime.
Future problem.
Yeah. But yeah, right. We should round out there. You've heard enough of what we've been up to, what we've been enjoying, and the progress we have made. We're going to take a quick break and come back with our 40k spotlight.
We've been running Hangouts for years, either down on the farm, if you know you know, or hosted on an online Hangout space. For each session, we post a link in our Discord and Facebook group, and just click it and you're in. The podcast hosts a weekly Hangout every Wednesday evening from 8:30, taken care of by Mike, one of our moderators, and a monthly Hangout on the last Sunday of each month from 8 p.m, hosted by one of our podcast hosts, but 100% it will not be Neil. Whether you want to hobby along or just hang out and chat, you'll find a relaxed, positive atmosphere and plenty of like-minded people. We'd love to see you at one soon.
Welcome back. This is the Spotlight for 40k, and this episode we are looking at the Adeptus Astra Telepathica, or also known as the Divisio Astra Telepathica, or simply the Astra Telepathica.
Why so many names?
Because it's the Imperium.
I thought it was just T-Mobile. Is that not?
Yeah, that works too.
I guess A-Mobile?
Well, Telepathica.
No, T-Mobile.
It works.
T-Mobile works.
It works.
Jesus, I'm funny.
So, the Astra Telepathica is an adepta of the Adeptus Terra.
Oh, it comes under us.
They are responsible for the recruitment. Recruitment is an interesting word here, but
Kidnap.
we'll see.
Kidnap.
Sacrifice.
Acquisition.
Many things. Yes, acquisition is probably a better word.
See Tithe episode.
Recruitment and training of psychers in the service of the Imperium of Man. The Adeptus Astra Telepathica is currently headquartered in a vast palace complex on Terra called the Obsidian Keep. We will hear a lot about the City of Sight, which was a previous location on Terra. The Adeptus Astra Telepathica finds, recruits and trains the majority of Imperial Psychers, who become known as sanctioned Psychers. Most, of course, die during testing because, it's the Imperium. Yep. But those who survive might become sanctioned into duty with the Astra Militarum, become astropaths of the Adeptus Astronomica, and some, very few, might even take up service within the Inquisition. Even less likely, but has been known, some, very young, can go into service in Space Marine chapters as aspirant librarians. But that's like 1 in a billion.
So when they catch a Padawan really young...
Yeah. They're really, really young...
He's too old to learn the ways of the Force.
Yeah, well, if they're really, really young, they can have the augmentations as they grow and be turned into a Space Marine. But yes, very, very rare, that one. And some, as I said, go into the Inquisition, and they can rise to become psychically potent inquisitors themselves. One of those, I believe we mentioned later, is Ravener.
Yes.
It comes through this Astra Telepathica. So, although not ever fully trusted, the Adeptus Astra Telepathica trained Primaris Psychers, or formations of Weird Vein Psychers, are valuable assets to any Imperial military commander, even if they are deeply feared by the superstitious comrades. Sam's going to take us through the Adeptus founding, and then we're going to hear more about the city of Psi and some of the history of the Adepta as we go through this spotlight, and then we move into the kind of standard organisation and notable members, or wings is probably a better word for this episode, of the Adepta itself.
Do you know that instantly made me think of Wingstop? Well, last time I went to Southampton, I stayed outside of the town centre, so didn't get Wingstop.
Yes.
It was near a Forestry Commission forest, so I did go for a run in the morning. So it's very polar opposites to eating my weight in chicken wings.
Yeah. There's one in Basildon now.
There is. The thing is, though, it's like a special little me treat.
Yeah.
Like, if I have it here, it just becomes really cheap and...
Normal.
Yeah. Whereas going away and...
Somebody at work was talking about that. They went there as well.
It's good. They are nice.
4 of them went down to Southampton.
Talking about it is making my mouth water.
All right, Homer.
Anyway, before the beginning of the Great Crusade, the Emperor of Mankind ordered the construction of the Mechanicum on Terra. The purpose of this colossal endeavour was that the entire device was to serve as a focus through which the Emperor could direct his psychic mojo to generate a partly self-sustaining navigational beacon for the commercial and military ships of the Imperium. So we'll just send his beacon into the universe.
I'm not going there.
Well, it's just aura farming on a galactic scale.
Yeah.
I don't like that term.
Well, no,
like
but we're down with the kids.
No, fuck off. Just spit it out. Go on.
No, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Is it 1983 you were born?
Yes.
Is that the year? Is that your year of birth?
Yeah.
83.
You pulled that out of thin air there. That was impressive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
You are so old.
Not too old to whoop your ass.
No, probably not. I'm crippled and crunchy.
You might be able to run away from me. Don't get me wrong.
That's true.
True. Anyway, right, where was we? The resulting psychic navigational beam generated by the Astronomicon was able to cut through the warp across the galaxy. Those attuned to its frequencies and modulations, the sanctioned mutants known as navigators, were able to use it as a beacon when plotting journeys through the Imperium, cutting travel times from solar months to mere days, while dramatically increasing the safety of such traverses. In addition to the invaluable beacon among the stars, the forging of the Imperium during the Great Crusade would not have been possible without the creation of the Astra Telepathica. This special corps of interstellar telepathic communications was created by the Emperor during the final months of the Unification Wars, as the Emperor had foreseen the absolute need for a means to communicate across the depths of space if a new interstellar human empire was to be created. Though a psyker himself, the Emperor did not favour the use of these psychic talents in others, and hypocrisy.
Well, of course.
It's not a new thing, is it? Like, I can do it, but that's because I trust myself. You can't do it because, fuck you.
Is he kind of wrong, though?
I mean, he was vindicated, wasn't he, with Magnus being a bit of a...
We'll get to him.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Don't get the laptop. The age of strife on old Earth had been afflicted by many witch kings and demon-possessed psychers whose existence embodied those dangers. However, he was able to identify those psychers strong enough to resist the temptations of the warp. These men and women were then employed in a variety of special roles in the newborn Imperium, like the choir pews.
The special roles in inverted...
Yeah, come on, you're special. Come on. Special. Amongst these sanctioned psychers were the astropaths, or astrotelepathists. Anyway, capable of telepathically communicating with one of their kind over vast interstellar distances through phantasmal visions and empathic transmissions rather than words. He feels scared. There must be something.
Yeah, something's going on over there.
Something's going on over there. He's scared.
I get the faint sense of dread.
Yeah. Oh. It's just. I
had a bad curry.
It's just a rough poo. It's fine. It's okay.
They must not be allowed to drink. Can you imagine getting a drunk transmission of just someone seeing double and being like, "Oh, we're being invaded," and it's like, that's a lamppost.
The only practical means for the Imperium to maintain any semblance of unity across the interstellar distances was to make the use of astropaths. But some psychic communication proved as temperamental as the warp itself, and the eyes would need to be focused on maintaining a level of security while employing these psychers. It was the eyes because they'd make them blind.
The what?
Psychers are blind, aren't they?
No,
not all psychers.
Astropaths.
You're talking navigators.
Navigators are blind. Apart from the old.
Well, they have the third eye.
Apart from the scary eye that makes people go crazy.
Yes.
Do you want to look at my third eye?
No.
You sure?
I keep it where it is.
On Matt's shoulder.
Yeah. Right.
City of Sight, Neil.
City of Sight. I haven't broken any of my words down into 3-part syllables.
I did that because I know he was doing it. I was like, he's going to say the whole time astronomicon. So I was like, I'm just going to break it down so he can do it.
You should have done that with Astro Telepaths as well.
Yeah. Astro Telepath is a hard word.
He just added an I. Made it Astro Telepathis.
Because we are the Inquisition and the eye.
That's fair enough.
So we add eyes randomly into our words. No, shh. Come on, Neil.
Okay, so the headquarters of the Astra Telepathica during the Great Crusade and the early days of the Heresy was known as the City of Sight. It was built within a section of the Emperor's own imperial palace in the Himalayan mountains, also known as the Himalayan. Because, real-world locations. Potential sanctioned psychers spent many standard years within its bleak towers, learning to harness the abilities for the betterment of mankind. Where other regions of the palace were celebrations of unity, the builders of the City of Sight seem to have gone out of their way to craft something calculated to weigh on the soul.
I think unity is overrated. Separation. Individuality. But like real individuality, not like, oh, I'm so cool.
Fair enough. So the streets of the main portions of the Imperial Palace, beyond the glossy black archway, were alive with the heaving, vibrant mass of humanity. But only solitary ghosts in hooded green robes populated the streets of the City of Sight. So a very stark difference between the two. The students and adepts of the Astra Telepathica mostly travelled by means of network tunnels and cross-cut ways beneath the rock of the city itself, and very few would come above ground unless absolutely necessary. The cities and the rock below were also threaded with a psi-disruptive crystal, which made it quieter as well for all of those with the telepath's gifts. Travelling above ground was noisy for an astropath. They were telepathically inundated with noise of undisciplined thoughts, random chatter and wild emotions, and I would imagine that would, if something got too much, they could possibly trigger.
Yeah, I suppose it's worrying, right, and would distract at very least what they were supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
and at worst maybe create a tentacle demon monster.
And here comes the drunken astropath message. So, within the City of Sight, its gloomy precincts had few statues raised there, though many of the pale, columned buildings within were grandly shaped and heroically proportioned. What a weird way to go about it. It's like, we won't have any statues, but we'll make them grandly
everything
shaped,
giant,
and heroically proportioned.
Do you think they're phallic? phallic?
I don't know.
Probably.
That's why.
Probably.
Yeah, it definitely feels like brooding.
Monolithic structures.
Yeah, there you go.
Monolithic in shape.
And they press down on the skin of the mountain.
Oh my god.
There's something about a dome later on as well.
Absorbing all the available light and warmth of the day.
I mean, that happens. It like you get to a certain point in life, and
yeah. A notable building within the city of Sight was the Gallery of Mirrors, a vast cathedral-like edifice through which successful initiates passed on their way to the awe-inspiring caverns beneath the city. Far below the Imperial Palace and the Imperial Dungeons, they would kneel before the Emperor and undergo the painful soul-binding ritual to have the impossibly complex neural pathways of their mind agonisingly reshaped to better resist the dangers and temptation of the warp. It is speculated that the mirrors were there to give the aspirants a last look at their faces before their eyes were seared from their sockets by a force so potent it was beyond imagining.
Looking upon the Emperor in all his glory.
I'm blinded! Bit like PJ and Duncan.
Okay. That was a paintball gun, but sure. And then so many people listening to this will not get that reference.
And that's why we do it. Another notable structure was the Whispering Tower. Thank you for not disappointing. The vast chamber at the heart of the tower was fashioned in the form of a great amphitheatre.
Is that like the Whispering Eye?
Yes. Shaped by the ancient cognosynths who had first raised the city of Sight. The sect's unrivaled knowledge of psychically attuned architecture had been hard won in a long-forgotten age of devastating Psi wars during Old Night.
Of course. We built this amazing thing, we don't know how to do it again.
Yes, like everything. Amid the blackened mind halls of the city of Sight, the Whispering Tower was able to reach the farthest into the gulfs of space between the stars, utilising thousands of high-ranking astropaths seated in every ascending tier to sharpen the focus of their consciousness.
And just this choir of astropaths, just kind of like, I guess, chanting or doing something to hone their signal.
I wonder what happens to the Whispering Tower. Through the rising central spire of the Whispering Tower was a long spiral staircase that led to the upper wing that housed the Great Dream Library of the City of Sight.
Sounds a lot like veganism.
I hope you... I looked at the title, like the Imperium title for this great library. Didn't include it because we would have spent 20 minutes trying to pronounce it.
Oh, God.
So we just... No, I can't tell you what it is. I took it out of the notes. Because it was just so insane.
Should we just call it the library?
Library.
Well, that's what I did.
The library.
The library.
So you're welcome now.
Thank you. I will go and look that up when you're doing your next bit, so I can have a go. Yeah, no, definitely not. So towering shelves rearing hundreds of metres into the air. Groaning stacks radiated from the central hub, filled with interpretive text, dream diaries, vision logs, and many books of common astropathic imagery.
Smut.
Just
hentai.
just a navigator with their eye holes exposed.
See into my mind's eye.
Look into
God,
my
take you
eye.
in my mind's eye.
What, Butcher?
Get right in.
Every astropath.
Oh, it's crunchy and warm.
Oh no.
Every Astra Telepathic vision received and sent from the City of Sight was stored within a complete record of communication that passed between the Terra and the wider galaxy. So they record everything that they send out,
indeed,
and received, which is why the stacks of books are groaning. Yes, they're so weighted down,
and they just keep going and keep building and building and building.
Scores of hundreds of astropaths drifted through the stacks like green ghosts, seeking clarification for a vision, while elder telepaths added freshly approved symbols to the ever-growing library. Within the depths of the Whispering Tower was a domed chamber.
There you go. Told you it was coming.
You're such a child.
There was a dome chamber.
It's just one. It's not two, like they're on either side or anything.
That continuously echoed.
So it's a dome chamber on either side of a shaft?
No, just one dome.
So he's like had one of them.
Side profile.
Well, I mean,
he's a one.
It's a side profile rather than, you know.
He's obviously cared a lot about testicular health.
Yes.
And got regular checks, and he knows his own shaft.
So within the depths of the Whispering Tower was a domed chamber. Was a domed chamber that continuously echoed with the myriad voices of an astropathic choir. At the dome's apex was a crystalline lattice pulsing with internal illumination that cascaded from its multi-angled facets waterfall of shimmering light.
I've never been so erect.
Here's so many words that just don't really mean anything.
Okay, right.
It's like basically that's where the rave happened.
Yes.
It's got a disco ball hanging at the top.
Right, where's this horrible word?
You can look it up. So everything kind of changes for the Astra Telepathica when the treachery of Mr. Horus, he has a lot to answer for. So the treachery of the War Master Horus and the start of the civil war known as Horus Heresy, the astropathic choirs operated beyond capacity to satisfy the demands of the waging distant war, started as a distant war, against Horus Lubrical's rebellion. Telepathic communication and messages were hurled into the void that screamed for help or simply blared hatred. The trap chambers beneath the iron towers of the City of Sight were filled with psychic residue from the thousands of messages and
psychic residue.
Yes, indeed.
Splooge. Yes. Otherwise known as psychic residue.
Yes. And the cryptothesians could barely keep up with the brutal pace. I'm assuming these are the guys that are writing down all the visions and dreams in the books.
Probably. I have just looked up the name of the library.
Yes, it starts with like OU something, right?
No, go on, show me. Send it to me.
It's insane.
No.
The link is at the top of the spotlight if you want to. You'll have to scroll down a bit to get to the City of Sight.
I'll give it a shit.
So in the face of treason, every message sent to Terra had to be carefully scrutinised, no matter how mundane it might appear. The bleed of psychic waste was scoured for signs of encryption that might be a communication intended for embedded agents of Horus within the Imperial Palace itself. The inhabitants of the City of Sight were already devastated just before the start of the Horus Heresy, when Primarch Magnus the Red attempts to use sorcery to warn the Emperor of Horus's betrayal, which led him to breach the psychic wards around the Imperial Palace, protecting the Emperor's webway from assault by warp entities. Magnus's brute force assault on the Imperial webway wards allowed the power of the warp to briefly invade Terra. Millions of astropaths and other psychers died as their minds burnt out or demons tore them apart. This was only the beginning of a new era where being a psyker within the Adepta would only get more dangerous. The turmoil and release of the power of chaos during the heresy, climaxing in the destructive might of the Siege of Terra, could have been the end of the Adepta and the City of Sight, but the Adepta endured away from the ruins of the city. On top of the release of chaos, unchecked by the Emperor, we then, once the heresy is, we won't say over, but the happenings of the siege have happened, and the scouring, we then start seeing larger orc threats into the galaxy. They start reappearing, great wars, which have a psychic dampening of the warp. The eventual arrival of the Tyrannid Menace, which brings a further burden and lays a weight upon the shoulders of the Telepathica to maintain true and strong communication through the warp, which is just getting harder and harder and harder. Hard and oppressive has been the history of the Adepta Telepathica, especially since the eruption of the Cicatrix Maledictum.
Cicatrix Maledictum.
The Great Rift that split the Imperium in two caused severe psychic backlash. Communication to some areas of the galaxy have been cut off, maybe forever. The need is ever greater, and so the work must continue. The ships must bring aspirants and offerings to keep the Imperium together. Thus is the importance of the Astra Telepathica, despite the dangers.
Okay. Onirokritiku is how
the best
phonetically how you should say it. And Oniro comes from the Greek word of dream. And the EI is the long I sound, so rhyming with fly or sky. So it'd be Onirokritiku.
Yes. Or library.
And then Alchira, and then Monday.
So I put it all together.
Onirokritiku Alchira Mundi.
I'm impressed, but also the Dream Library in the City of Sight.
Yeah,
it's much easier to say. So I am impressed.
It's basically OOHNYE.
Yeah.
It's like New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Roh, ROH. Crit, so KRIT. Crit. E, so IH. And then Ku, KUH. Onirokritiku.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with Neil just looking daggers at me as he tried to pronounce that. I was like,
I mean, if I read the word to the if I just read the actual word, it wouldn't be like that.
I would have gone one something blah 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 blah.
One Eucritia, no. Anyway, good old AI. League of Black Ships.
Sorry, I should start off with saying that we're now going to look at the organisation of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica, how they operate in the 41st millennium. They're divided into a recruitment body, i.e. the League of Black Ships, and a training body, the Scholastica Psychana. These two departments of the Adepta are united under the leadership of the Master of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica and their advisory council of several hundred senior officials drawn from its two divisions. So this is literally how they operate, the first step of recruitment into the training, and what to do with all these people they recruit. Again,
yes. Acquire.
I
Again,
think is a better...
I urge you to watch The Tithe on Warhammer TV, the episode where the Black Ship goes to get some psychers.
That's very cool, actually. That is very cool.
Right, so during the Great Crusade and the Horus Heresy, the Divisio Astra Telepathica possessed a militant arm known through the galaxy as the Sister of Silence. The Silent Sister. Did you give me this because they're all the same?
No, these are just the different titles they have.
Oh, but they're all the sisters.
Sister of Silence,
Sisters
or
of
the Silent Sisterhood,
no.
Or
they're all the same.
Seekers.
They're all the same.
Sister of Battles, Sister of Silence.
Very different.
They're right.
Separate.
Anyway, during the Great Crusade...
No, keep it in. Go on.
During the Great Crusade and the Horus Heresy era, the Divisio Astra Telepathica possessed a militant arm known throughout the galaxy as the Sisters of Silence, or the Silent Sisterhood, and the Witch Seekers. So these three different arms.
They're just multiple names.
Right, they just all got the same name.
Multiple names.
The Silent Sisterhood was an all-female imperial order of witch hunters dedicated to the elimination of psychic threats to mankind. Their primary base of operation was the Somnus Citadel on Luna, the Moon of Terror. Their purpose was to hunt and kill rogue human psychers whose activities presented a terrible danger to the people of the newborn Imperium of Man. The Sisters of Silence were well-trained warriors, and with the added benefit of their natural innate anti-psycho abilities, they were dangerous opponents to the psychic enemies of mankind. Unlike other living beings, these women sworn to silence possessed no presence in the warp and were therefore unaffected by all forms of psychic powers. There were many names for them in the multitude of human culture to be found across the galaxy: untouchables, pariahs, blanks, psychic nulls. All of the members of their order were non-psychic, for they bore the pariah gene, which made them immune to all forms of psychic assault and rendered their minds unreadable by the telepathy.
Yes, well done.
Telepathy. The sisters operated the Astra The sisters operated the Astra Telepathica's infamous black ships, which ranged across the galaxies, following behind the Great Crusade's expeditionary fleets in search of rogue psychers to capture or expunge, seeking to collect and carry them back to Terra, where they would be tested and eventually processed. After the Horus Heresy, it was long believed that the Sisters of Silence were destroyed. or were ultimately folded into the organisation of the Imperial Inquisition. They disappeared from the Imperium history for nearly 1,500 standard years until the Imperium faced annihilations at the hands of a massive orc war led by the warlord known as the Beast in the 32 millennium. If you want to read a longer book series than the Horus Heresy, then that's it. It's
not longer.
It feels like it. It feels
War of the Beast.
So many. The last vestiges of the Sisters of the Silent Sisterhood. The last vestiges of the Silent Sisterhood would play a key role in defeating this orc war and diverting disaster. Diverting disaster. Though officially disbanded after the Age of Apostasy in the 36th millennium, many enclaves of the Silent Sisterhood. Fuck me right in the ass.
I don't know if you've noticed, right? But I've switched it every other paragraph. Just for fun. So it goes Sister Silence and Silent Sister.
It does, you fucking bellend. The Silent Sisterhood had begun to serve more openly alongside the Imperial military forces such as the Indomitus Crusade. Though still small in number, it is now possible once again to see one or more of the Sisters of Silence accompanying the Black Ships on their vital duties. Wasn't this in one of the books we read? One of the new ones. There was this like secret sisterhood.
In the 40k ones?
In the 40k ones.
I haven't read them.
And then they, like you read them.
Yeah.
And they, like the Cult of the Fawn or something like that.
Oh, something like that.
And they basically were attacked. And then one of them who went out.
Yeah, I can't remember what her name is, but...
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. With the resurrection of Robert Gilliman and after the birth of the Great Rift, the Silent Sisterhood had begun to serve more openly alongside the Imperial forces, such as the Indomitus Crusade. Though still smaller in number, it is now possible once again to see one or more of the Sisters of Silence accompanying the Black Ships on their vital duties. The League of the Black Ships consists of a substantial fleet of starships charged with collecting and transporting psychers taken from the worlds across the Imperial space as part of the Imperial Tithe Terror. The Black Ships are feared transports filled with the mournful psychers held in cavernous, psi-shielded holds to be taken back to Terra to feed the ferocious psychic appetite of the Emperor in an ongoing attempt to maintain the power of the Astronomicon psychic beacon. Do you think these ships are actually painted black?
They are a certain... I remember reading this when we did our short series about ships.
Oh, yeah, that one.
And I vaguely remember the reason they're called black ships is, they're a certain type of black, a bit like a stealth plane.
Yeah.
But like in space, they're virtually invisible.
Right.
And they don't get picked up on sonar, radar, whatever they use in space.
Specs.
Yeah. They're like shielded from all of that stuff, which is why they're known as the black ships.
Oh, okay.
And the Sister Silence, certain members, I think we talk about it maybe later on, often are in like obsidian armor and stuff when they're dealing with the psychers, because it's like extra protection.
Okay.
There's something about black
Silent Sisterhood
stuff.
So once the levy has been collected, the Black Ship's captains make an initial evaluation of their cargo before proceeding to the next world in their circuit. When the ships are full, they return to Terra, and the psychers are transferred to the Scholastica Psychana before the ship leaves again to continue in their eternal search for new psychers. It is common for the Inquisitors of the Order Malleus or the Order Hereticus to travel aboard black ships, as it gives them a good opportunity to investigate a planet's potential for psychically based corruption. Well, that was a fucking bonfire of a section.
Is it the Silent Sisterhood or the Sisters of Silence?
They're known as either.
It doesn't matter.
But it's interesting. They go from having to kill, like their main goal is to go and kill rogue psychers, and then the Emperor gets interred on the Golden Throne, and actually we need psychic energy to feed this thing. So now your job is to take the tithe, collect them all up, fill the ship to the brim, and bring it back to Terra. And a majority of these people are going to be fed like soup to the Emperor.
Yeah.
And that's their service.
Yeah. Chicken soup of psycha. Or cream of psycha?
I don't know.
Right. So the Scholastica Psychana is the... I see where you did this for me. Training. I get it. Is the training division of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica. It's a vast teaching institution devoted to the training of young psychers who are taught to develop and control their powers to serve the Imperium. Most of the psyker recruits are drawn from the levy collected by the Black Ships. Others are handed over by the Inquisition, the Adeptus Arbites, so on and so forth. Or through the many different channels of the Imperium.
Yeah, so there's also I remember when we covered, it was a long time ago now, we covered the Tempestus Scions.
Yes.
And the Schola Progenium, where they train like commissars and scions and stuff. Any that have a psychic talent then get passed on to this training school because they're the specialists.
Fed this instead.
Potentially. Or they become a decent trained psyker.
The future of each psyker depends on their abilities and character. Initial evaluation divides the levy into several groups depending on their innate psychic power, individual character, and willingness to learn. The youngest psychers are preferred by the Scholastica Psychana, as these frightened boys and girls are the easiest to train and indoctrinate. Such psychers are soul-bound to the Emperor, a psychic ritual that reshapes their cerebral cortexes and hardens their minds and souls against possession by demonic entities of the warp. It is those psychers recruited as children who are given further training to fill important positions in the Imperium as sanctioned psychers. One very well-known example is Inquisitor Gideon Ravenor, also known as the Floating Box. He's an extremely powerful psyker of the audio.
Is he Malleus? He's Malleus, isn't he?
Yes. I think. Those psychers of a levy who are deemed weak in character or psychic power, too dangerous to train, or too old to have their habits changed, are instead sacrificed to the Emperor. Their life force is leached from their bodies to sustain the Master of Mankind and power the Astronomicon. The first ranking of psychers, or referred to as primary psychers, are those whose powers and strength of character are sufficient to resist possession and demonic corruption under normal circumstances. And they are chosen to serve the Imperium in the highest capacities, rarely forced to undergo the soul-binding ritual. After receiving 5 Terran years of basic training at the Scholastica, they are sent for further training and service in another Imperial organisation, depending on where their abilities are judged to best suit. The very young may be handed over and indoctrinated into Space Marines chapters as librarians. Some may enter the Astra Militarum to begin training as combat primaris psychers, and the most talented may even become Inquisitors or Grey Knights.
But very, very rare.
Very rare. The majority of the discovered psychers are in a given levy form the second rank of psychers. They are trained for service as astropaths. Some of the primary and secondary psychers are given over to the Adeptus Astronomicon, the Adeptus Astronomica, a smaller imperial adepta in which psychic recruits continue their training to serve and maintain the Astronomicon also.
Yes, that's like the psychic mechanics.
Yes.
Not necessarily the ones that are being
superfied.
Yeah.
Yes. The spectrum of success to sacrifice is wide with possibility, but it can change swiftly. One hint of corruption or weakness, and you are brain food.
Yes, indeed. It's a very scary place. Sorry, sir, I didn't do my homework.
Oh.
Soup.
Sorry, son, but you're in the Astronomicon now.
Yeah. Oh, I bumped my knee the other day and I've got a lump on it. It could be mutation. Psychic soup. Just, very scary place to be as one of those from the levy.
Psychic soup.
Just what's the they make all the dead bodies. There's a name for it. The dead bodies into food.
Soylent Green.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's like
I'm trying to think. As in
corpse,
this universe.
Corpse something.
Corpse starch.
Corpse starch, yeah, where they feed it to the guardsmen.
Yeah, green. There is another one it could be Soylent Green. But when we did food and drink of the Imperium,
I don't know.
That was a very long time ago.
Yes, it was.
Blimey, we've been doing this podcast for a very long time. We've talked about this stuff. Feel free to go back and look.
Maybe we should just stop.
Maybe
this is it.
Maybe.
Fuck that 40k campaign.
Maybe we're just done.
But we shouldn't tell anyone.
Just stop.
We should just stop.
Everyone will be like, where have they gone?
No, just don't tell anyone in our lives. Just pretend we still record it. Right. And then I'll just close the doors. We'll keep all the equipment out.
Yeah.
And we'll just hang out for
drink
6 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, then let's do that.
Anyway, we move on to the Black Sentinels. So, following the Great Imperial Conclave on Nicaea, new strictures were laid down by the Emperor in regards to the use of psychers within the Imperium. It was decreed that the astropaths within the Whispering Tower would remain under the constant vigil and scrutiny of the Black Sentinels, a specially trained force of psyker killers and executioners all in one. Each of these stalwart warriors was encased in beetle black armour with contoured breastplates of burnished obsidian, their faces concealed by a reflective helm, not unlike an early make of Space Marine Legion power armour. Their helmets were specially lined with psi shielding to protect them from the latent mental pressure generated by the innate powers of the psychers within the City of Sight. Each Black Sentinel was armed with a long, black-bladed lance, and their halves topped with sparkling crystalline spearheads. But they were also trained in use of extensive arsenal of weaponry possessed by the Imperium's armories. I would assume they know how a bolt pistol works. The Black Sentinels were also responsible for protecting the physical aspects of the City of Sight from any threat without, as well as the psyker threat within, and now would operate in the new position in the Imperial Palace of the Obsidian Tower, I think it was called. But yeah, so we got these police guys in full black armor, can't see their face, wandering around, and you better be on your best behavior, otherwise they will murder you.
Murder you? Yeah. Sorry, Neil was just showing me his pulsating gun.
Ah, very cool.
I want to make one.
That would be cool.
So, Adeptus Astra Telepathica and the Inquisition. Due to the mission of the Astra Telepathica and the Black Ships, there is a fair amount of interaction between them and the members of the Order Hereticus. One of the few obligations of the Imperial commanders is that they conduct regular psychic purges and render up those they find when the Black Ships arrive. The Adeptus Telepathica employs all manner of arcane numerations in order to predict the number of psychers the population of any given world is likely to spawn in a single generation, and the quantity grows each year. So when the world's offering comes up short of this prediction, the Astra Telepathica has cause for concern. If the adepts' fears are great enough, they call upon the Inquisition to investigate matters further. Psi cults, able to dominate entire segments of the population, trade in psychic slaves, such as criminal figures who seek to use the psychers' talents to their own ends. Ultimately, however, such misdeeds always lead to disaster. An enslaved psyker escapes, wreaks havoc against all within a dozen kilometers. The cult delves too deeply into forbidden knowledge, and mass possession and demonic incursions ensue. The unbound psyker loses control of their powers, and death and insanity are unleashed. The fear of this is what drives the Inquisition to deploy their Inquisitors of the Ordo to hunt the witch and kill with impunity any who could cause such a threat to an Imperial world.
Yeah, I love that we predict you're going to produce 500 psychers every year because that's how many people live on the planet, and due to the way this works, oh, you've only got 400. Well, there's clearly some back alley dealing going on.
Yeah.
So Inquisition, come sort it out. Mm-hmm. We've got to fly off in our black ship.
The thing is, right,
get more.
It's data driven decision making. Yeah. They go, you should and if it was like $4.99 or $4.98, they'd probably be like, all right, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's a fifth missing.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on? And probably slavery, crooked cults, criminal warlords, whether they're a psyker themselves or they're just employing psykers to hold their power and position. And it's time for the Inquisition.
Exactly. So the Inquisitors, in common with every other branch of the Imperium, rely upon the services of astropaths for communications across the void. These adepts are provided to the many arms of the Imperium by the Astra Telepathica and pledged to the service of the organisation they serve. In the case of the Inquisition, many Inquisitors prefer to maintain permanent services of trusted astropaths, that their communications might remain secure, uncorrupted by the actions of their rivals or enemies. Another reason for relatively close ties between the two organisations is that a large number of Inquisitors are gifted with psychic. That was a gifted and psychic in one word.
Yeah, I like it.
Gifted powers themselves.
Hang on. That sounded like give dick.
No.
Which is fine, but not in this place right now.
Not in the Inquisition. They're a strictly hetero organisation. Gifted. I hit it again. A large number of Inquisitors are gifted with psychic powers themselves, and therefore were trained in their use by the adepts of the Telepathica. In fact, such Inquisitors owe their very lives to such adepts, for they might have been judged undeserving of life or too weak to control their powers. It is not uncommon for the Inquisitors of the Ordo Hereticus to serve on board black ships themselves, witnessing the first hand the methods that they use to suppress and control its charges. Arriving at a world, the Inquisitors are able to lend a hand and their aid in gathering the cult to ensure no psykers are withheld and to make sure the Emperor receives his dues. Yes.
Yeah, so that be the Astra Telepathica, a very important wing of the Imperium, of astropaths and more insidious means of psykers and, as we said, recruitment.
As everything we've talked about in that section, which part of it would you want to be in?
Ooh, certainly not someone in the levy. I'm more likely to have my brain turned into soup. I mean, I don't know. Part of me would go, astropaths can't be that bad, but you're having to walk through tunnels because up there is just too noisy and scary and being suppressed constantly by threats to the Imperium as you're trying to seek these weird, dreamy messages from other people sounds like a hard life. I don't know if I'd want that. I think flying a black ship, I can just put the radio on, listen to the screams.
Pilot number 3.
Definitely not.
I have always thought that I would be quite a good Inquisitor.
I bet you would.
Like, impunitive to people. Hate everybody.
Be like, is that smirk ego or chaos taint?
Taint.
Death.
Always the taint.
It always comes back to the taint.
Yeah.
Fleshy
taint.
I'd just go with being a sanctioned psyker.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could choose, you've already gone through all the training. You're one of those primary psykers doing a job.
I mean, there's always that risk.
Oh, yeah.
That something could go horribly wrong, but fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know. I reckon being like a Sister of Silence wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah?
Yeah, it would be the first transvestite Sister of Silence.
Why not?
There are male pariahs.
Yeah.
You know what, right? I could see Neil being a
lose
a bit more hair.
So he's looking at the classic Imperial Psycho model, where he's a bald guy with his hand on his head and he's holding the Aquila staff.
Basically, Neil, but in a dress.
I prefer kilt.
Robe. Sorry, robe. If it's a man, it's a robe.
Battle kilt.
Battle kilt. Yes.
I would be way too afraid to wear battle kilt. Because you're leaving a lot to be exposed and targeted. Like, if it was battle kilt with chainmail underwear,
Ripper swarm coming out the floor.
I mean, that's weirdly the nickname I give it.
Ripper swarm.
Ripper swarm.
Why is it swarming down there?
Just bees.
I was thinking crabs.
No, not this time.
Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed our spotlight on the Astra Telepathica. We're going to take a quick break and come back with our rounding out of the episode.
Got big ideas but running low on hobby supplies and kits? Now's the perfect time to stock up. As you do so, why not help us out by using the affiliate link with Element Games? Whether you're painting, building, or creating something totally new, you can support the podcast while getting the desired piece of plastic and much more. Find our links on Discord and the Facebook community safe room. Shop now at Element Games and know you're making a difference. Thank you for your continued support.
And here we are at the end of another episode of the Adeptus Terra podcast. Thanks for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. A quick reminder, the next Hobby Hangouts, 28th of June, if you're listening to this on release date. And the next month is the 26th of July. Both will start at 8 p.m. Look out for the links on our Discord and on our Facebook page and safe room. Come and hang out, have fun, chat to us. Let us know what you thought of the episode if you listened to it by then. And we would look forward to just spending some time with you doing some hobby. Give us a like on Facebook. Join our Discord server. If you need details of them, you can't find them online, then do get in touch with us. You can always email us at the adeptusterrapodcast@gmail.com and get in touch with us that way as well. Leave us a review on wherever you're listening to us. You can listen to us on YouTube, on Spotify, I believe. Everywhere I think you can have a podcast.
Deezer is still a thing if you want to listen to us on Deezer.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much everywhere. So do check us out. Pass on the podcast to your friends. Let them know that we exist. I know we've been doing this for a very long time, but there might be people who either thought we'd stopped or have never heard of us. So get the message out. We'd certainly appreciate that. But until next time, I've been Matt.
I've been Sam.
I've been Neil.
And this has been the Adeptus Terra podcast. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for joining us on the Adeptus Terra podcast as we waged war across the grim darkness of the far future. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow, subscribe and leave a review wherever you're listening. It helps the signal cut through the wall. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram and Discord, where the war never truly ends and the discussion continues long after the last dice are rolled. Until next time, stand firm, trust in your war gear and remember, in the far future, there is only war.